How many walk-arounds in the neighborhood?
Hey, kid, what's up, man? On today's Tommy Journey, I'm gonna be talking about these nice houses I wish I could afford. As you can see, Westerville is more of a piece of shit compared to this place, so you know. A lot I could do is a Tommy James car. I recently started drug dealing and becoming a fucking pimp, so I started drug dealing recently and moved my operations up in this area. My house is actually, I don't have a house because I'm Tommy. I go in abandoned houses, live there for a couple of months to survive the winter months, and then I find a new house in my local Westerville area. But the one thing that's struggling is because gas prices are going up, my truck is costing more money due to fuel efficiency. Speed limit's 25, I would go 45 in that. I always go 25 over the speed limit because I'm Tommy. Last week in a school zone, it was 20 miles an hour. I went 55 and hit 3 kids that were crossing the bus stop. And I hit the bus driver that was helping a crippled lady. She ended up dying on the spot because I'm Tommy and I just drove off because I didn't give a shit. Now you may be wondering, how do I get away with this shit? Well, the reason is because my sister Delta is a stripper. She runs a whorehouse actually up in Upper Arlington, so my Tommy cocaine business kind of reached its way up to there. So now I'm making more profit off of Tommy's business, plus making my sister do a prostitute or a stripper or a pole dancer. Delta's giving me all the money I need to survive as the Clarkinator. I'm in a lot of debt. So that's why I can't afford a new truck. I've had the same truck since I turned 16 because my grandmother actually kicked me out of the house when I was 17 and a half. And then my mom and dad, so my dad actually left to get the milk when I was 6 years old and never came back. That bowl of cereal was still on the same table. And then my mom actually ended up having a cocaine overdose. She did a lot of needles back in the day, which caught up to her later in her life. And then me, Tommy James Clark, I had surgery on my throat a couple years ago. So now I sound like I fucking smoke pot everywhere I go. I probably have a kid out there in the world because I was fucking all these girls from time to time, but I realized having sex is great, but you know, when you got a kid, I ain't paying the fucking child support. See all these houses with the LEDs? My LEDs would be all cracked and there'd be a blinking with crappy light textures added onto them. I used to have a nice bonfire pit that I stole from my local drug mart. But then later, the cops came and stole it back. Recently, my truck got impounded when I went down to Cincinnati. So now I don't have a car. I'm actually currently walking back to my house. I've had a 20-day trip from Cincinnati to Columbus. The more I talk, the more my voice deepens into a bigger smoker because I just smoked 2 packs of cigarettes before I came down here. And I may be asking, as a local smoker, how did I get the money to buy more cigarettes? Well, that answer's simple. I went to my local KFC, stole some money, and I went to my local drug mart. stole some money. Then I went to Circle K, took some cigarettes and stole some money, and then I had enough for a taxi, but I realized taxis are out of business, so I don't have a vehicle. I decided going to my local Circle K was even a better idea, but later in life I realized it wasn't good enough. Now a lot of smokers ask me, why do I smoke meth and do cocaine? Well, that's simple, because the stronger the drug, the more fucked up it makes me, as Tommy James Clark. I used to have a lot of power. I used to have a lot of bitches on my dick every day. I used to get dick down 3 times a day. Got 5 blowjobs every hour. Since I was a local pimp in the Columbus area, I was running my businesses underground. FBI got onto it later in life. What? You want to know the story? What happened to my sister Delta? Well, that's simple. Back in 2016, my sister Delta had developed breast cancer, so I had to use my funding to help cure it. Later on, she worked for me to pay me back. Now she's my local whore / stripper. Now she brings in $5,000 a day, so it's paying my local workers and my Tommy Foundation. I opened my new pizza shop called Tommy's Pizza. A lot of rat feces, a lot of broken windows. The pizza's made by fresh cow shit. The bread's actually made by expired bread that's thrown out of your local Walmart. I just go dumpster diving to get the ingredients. And the pepperonis are actually fucking mashed up meatballs that I cut in to make it look like pepperonis, so people eat the pizza and that they get food poisoning. It's none of my business, because I make them sign a waiver before they buy my food. I've had over 400,000 lawsuits and won them all. There's my house. There's my house, man. So this is my Tommy hut. It's my local house. This is my shopping bag right here. And then if you come right here. This is where I sleep. My hot tub is right here. My bed's in the corner. My bathroom is actually in this box. Now, let me show you my. So this is my countertop right here. This is my bedroom. Yeah, I mean, everything's nice in the Tommy hut. I come here and sleep here every here and there. And again, I got multiple houses in the area, but this is my vacation home in this area, so I don't have to pay shit. It's free. That's how Tommy survives. A couple years ago, my dad told me, he was in prison, and he actually had an organ failure from smoking so much, but he told me, he's like, son, you're the Clarkinator. You guys smoke as much as you want and run my operations. My dad's name was Rob Clark. He was a bad man. Barely paid his taxes. He wasn't even a fucking citizen. He didn't enjoy paying his taxes because he realized, oh, there's a car I won't afford. And then, so he remembered deep down inside, being Tommy and smoking all this meth and shit. You realize, when you start getting high really bad, you are not going to be high ever again. Now you may be asking me, why am I in the dark? That's because I'm Tommy, I don't give a shit. Yesterday I actually ended up killing a deer. I lived in its guts for the night because I'm Tommy, that's how I survive. Made up my own personal jacuzzi before the body temperature decreased, and then I was freezing after 3 hours. Then the kid came back and I killed the kid. Slept in its guts for a little bit. When dusk came up, I had to keep on moving because I'm Tommy. And maybe ask me too. Sorry, that was a burp from smoking. All that. One day, we're gonna implode. I'm gonna die as a smoker. You know, being a smoker is good. You see this house? This was my grandma's house. She died from lung cancer too. And this runs in the family. My dad was the first one to develop AIDS and lung cancer. But you know, I was actually from Korea. And Korea's a nice place, you know, but maybe asking how did I get here? Well, my dad's not my real dad. He's my biological dad. Wait, no. He's my stepdad. You see, what happened a couple years ago was my dad, well, my real dad and my real mom, me and my sister Delta, my grandmother, we escaped Korea. We got on a boat and we were floating off the sea. Later, a U.S. Marshal saw us and they shot my dad and shot my mom and shot my grandma. Me and Delta were the only ones to survive. And they saw that, you know, I could rap. So I started rapping when I was 6 years old. I call myself the Clarkinator 2.0. I was good for my generation. But then it went to shit when I started smoking a lot. Developed lung cancer. Now I feel like shit. That's okay because in the end, I will always survive as a smoker. My name's Tommy. I approve this motherfucking message. And that's how, so when I fart, it actually increases my talking. So now I can talk for a minute. This is what I really sound like. But then it starts going back to what it was. So when I fart, all that bloated up shit from smoking releases my valves, which then when I fart it out, I can hear my voice for a quick 2 seconds before it goes back to talking like a smoker. And it's really weird, the doctors can't figure it out. Yesterday, I found out my sister Ghetto was pregnant. I'm the father. My name's Tommy and I'm the father. I fucked my sister because of Tommy. I don't give a shit. I don't play by the rules. I just do what I do because I'm Tommy. I went to my local gas station and I was doing some needles and when a cop came up to me, attempted to arrest me. I've been on live PD 4 times already. Been chased by 2 canine dogs and I still escaped. I was actually on live PD 4 times. Car chases and they fucked up my vehicles and the fucking city wouldn't pay back for shit. And I have like 30 warrants out for my arrest and shit. Because you know I'm Tommy, I don't give a fuck. But you know, being on the run is better than being with none. I used to have a girlfriend in Ghetto, that's my sister. I fuck her all the time. Lately I've been sad because being ghetto really sucks. But you know, my neighbors remodeled my truck actually recently, and they were kind enough to replace my tires with cement blocks. So when I came out, I tried to drive and my truck couldn't move. My windows all smashed up. But you know, I like it because because in the end, being a smoker is so fucking fun. Going to my local drug mart is so fucking fun. Getting AIDS is so fucking fun. Yesterday I stole a stop sign. And now I hang it up on my wall. I steal stop signs in my local neighborhoods. This used to be my house when I was a pimp. But I got taken over when the FBI shut down my operations. When I was at my local store, I realized that, sometimes I would always go to KFC, but that it wouldn't work out anymore. And then, working at Arby's was really fun because deep down inside, it was in my heart to work at Arby's. I used to have sex with my sister actually on the countertop. I would come in her all the time. She would always moan and scream and shout and let it all out till the manager came in. One time I cummed on a customer sandwich and he got really mad because, he gave it to his 5-year-old child. So a 5-year-old kid ate a cumburger. I call them cumburgers because I cum on them. Now he has the little Clark genes in him. So he's probably going to grow up to be Ghetto one day. I used to think going out was really fun, but sometimes it got boring after a while because you realize, when you're selling all of these drugs, why do you sell all of these drugs? What makes you want to sell all these drugs? But I never could figure out why I sold all of these drugs. Yo, my name is Tommy James, and I'm here to say my sister Delta was here today. I put my dick in her. I did it right away. Now she's got a kid, Tommy. Today. Look at my sister. Her name is Delta. Got a fucking kid coming in my Delta. 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 She is a cheap whore. No one likes her because she is a bore. She always comes at me with her pussy. She always jumps on me with her coochie. I get my dick ready as she jumps out. Gonna fuck her all about. You can see my name is Tommy James Clark. I'm gonna fucking tell you one thing today. I'll fuck my sister and I'll fuck her today. I'll make her come all day. Look at me. Take my meth. Getting fucking high in distress. Take some weed. Lots some nigga. No one can see me because I like to dig. Dig my dick in her pussy. Make her scream and moan and shout all day. My name is Tommy James, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't give a shit what she does when she screams. That's my latest Tommy rap video called I Just Fucked My Sister Delta. It's coming out on your local DVD at your local thrift store and drug mart. Wow. I found my new truck, Tommy. Gotta go fire it up. Yeet. But, yeah, my music video called Tommy, I Just Fucked My Sister Delta. Will be your local Walmart thrift store and your Circle K. DVDs are only $9.95 plus pricing in hand. See store for more details. So, I've been working on a new project called the Atom Clay Unit. And, as a local drug lord, I need to have free Wi-Fi. So my sister Delta, her friend Elizabeth was dating a fat kid named Adam, who died in a really bad accident from space. So, I actually ended up taking his brain and rebuilding him. Now he's a unit. And I use him for free ghetto Wi-Fi. Free ghetto Wi-Fi. You might be asking. You know, living in the hood really sucks. Because you got a lot of road down windows. A lot of houses are vacated. I don't have any neighbors. Sometimes they take plastic cutouts, put them in the windows, and act like they're real. Hey neighbor. See, that's my friend. He's a blown-up doll. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're ghetto as shit. Me, Tom, me. This is a road I never got to finish. My name's Tommy and I can't finish. Shit. Me. Tom, man. Me. You know, look at that pumpkin, Tommy. It's a nice green glowing ass pumpkin. Let's go visit it. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of pumpkin. Tommy. My name is Tommy James, and I'm here to say, smoke cigarettes, I smoke them all day. Don't give a shit, I don't care today. Because my name is Tommy James Clark. Tommy. You know, as a local Tommy, I used to think, see these trees? These are Tommy trees because I put weed in them to get them high. When a tree's high, the leaves don't sprout. But you know, Tommy has addicted to a new thing. Tommy's Ghetto Shop. One day I had a customer that came in and got mad because instead of putting a Spider-Man logo, I put Ghetto Man logo. Whereas with Spider-Man with the hat backwards, smoking a cigarette with a gold chain on his neck. And I said, pimp up those hoes and bitches on the side of the shirt. The guy got mad and came up after me. But you know, also has a final at Tommy's local Ghetto Shop. Open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Sometimes when I had to keep talking, I gotta smoke my cigarette. But yeah, so my dad's dead. My grandmother was shot when we were escaping Korea. My mom got killed, but my biological mom had lung cancer. You know. Being a Tommy is hard fucking work. But, you know, I have a new pizza called Weedza. It's pizza mixed with weed in it. So when people take it, when little kids eat it, they're getting high, but not knowing. A couple months ago, there was a severe car crash that a family died from they had Tommy's Pizza. Pizza is a really bad component with weed and meth mixed in batter that he can't taste. But this local family ended up dying. But you know, as Tommy's business, we can't really do anything to help because they decided to eat the pizza. Pizza's good though. Tommy enjoys it. I'm Tommy. I approve this message. You know, I went to my local Walmart last week and I wanted to buy this nice fancy chair. So I wanted to go camping, but I don't have a truck. The clerk told me that, you know, I smelled like raw sewage. And he said that, like, I don't have enough credit for it. And I'm like, I don't know what fucking credit is because I'm Tommy, I don't have credit. Well, he wanted my gold chain. So I gave him my gold chain, but it was fake. I got it from a 99-cent store with $1 I found on the floor. They taxed me 2 cents. I'm like, bitch, I don't have 2 cents. I'm Tommy. So that she gave it to me for $1. They lost their 2 cents. I've had like 10 families in my life that raised me. But my one that died from lung cancer was the last one that adopted me. I've always wanted to be a rapper. Yeah, I was, but smoking so much. Killed off my whole career. And now, as a Tommy, I can afford medical insurance. I can't afford medical insurance. I can't afford medical insurance. I can't afford medical insurance. Medical insurance. I can't afford medical insurance. I can't afford my taxes. I live off the government rate. I don't even have free government ID because I'm from Korea. There was a Korean girl that once loved me. Her name was Crystal. You know, she was cute, but being Tommy, I'd have no time for Crystal. And I never really understood because she was sold into the cliff. I don't know what happened to her, but I just know she was like 8 years old. She probably died. Who knows? I don't live there anymore. I tried to apply to my local Walmart, but then I realized I don't work at Walmart. I was super high one day and I went into Walmart wearing a blue shirt that said welcome. People thought I was a worker. So then, you know, I ended up hitting on the manager. She thought I was a worker, but really I was just a customer. I ended up fucking her in the dairy aisle. A little kid saw it, but you know, with all of her moaning and stuff, the kid actually was like snapping his fingers like he was listening to music because it was like, I was like, oh yeah, baby, I'm Tommy. I stick my willy in your pussy. So the kid was just jamming to it, you know, like a little 5-year-old kid thought this was like rap music, but really, he was listening to me plowing the fucking manager at my local Walmart in Westerville. She probably is a kid, but I'm not gonna pay child support because I'm Tommy. I live in the woods. How do I survive? I live off roadkill and deer meat. Fucking AIDS. When I went to my local Walmart, I realized I didn't have any cash. I was at Arby's cash. And I realized I had AIDS. My mom wasn't happy. But you know, in the end, I'm Tommy. That's how I survive in the wild and as a ghetto motherfucker. I love being ghetto. I love being a pimp. I love running an operation with my sister Delta that apparently has a kid of mine. And I'm not gonna be paying child support to. Because I'm Tommy, I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a shit to pay child support. Sucks. I'm with my time. I'm ghetto as fuck. One day I'm gonna be the most ghetto man in the world. The government doesn't even know I exist. I'm not even a US citizen. I'm just a man. Walks around selling drugs, selling condoms, fucking his sister, and running a fucking pimp operations. My life is coming to an end. His Arby's is on the way. I am walking to Arby's. My final days as a pimp operator. I will be in Arby's cook, and I will be fucking my manager, throwing my sister, not paying child support, smoking a fuck ton of cigarettes. This is where Tommy's journey sadly ends. As I walk away to Arby's with my 9mm. Hello, welcome to Arby's. I want a job at Arby's. Give me a job. Give me a job. No. I want to be a cook, a fry cook. Yeet.
There's too many.